birthday in May of 2009. Problems potentially for Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's slow down pit road. 35th position, 4 laps down.
I've seen him on pit road quite a few times tonight, and probably coming in and make another adjustment and get 4 tires. Vince?
Boy, this has just been a miserable night for Dale Jr. At one point, he said, it feels like the tires are on the wrong side of the car. Now, that gives you an idea right there what kind of night it's been. I mean, wedge, track bar, rubbers in, rubbers out. I mean, Packers, everything they have thrown at this 88 car tonight, and they just can't get it comfortable for Jr.
Well, he pulls back out while Denny Hamlin continues to pull away. The lead is now 1.3 seconds over Boyer.
Yeah, Denny got caught up in some traffic. A couple of cars that really raced him hard, and that let Clint Boyer get within about 2 or 3 car lengths of him. But since then, he's stretched it back out. You see, he's got a little more traffic to encounter.
There you see the gap from second to third. There's Boyer, and then right behind is Jimmy Johnson. Paul Menard, remember, he was in the mix early, but Paul right now just in 29th position, 3 laps down as they slid backwards and not been able to recover. Look out, this could get a little dicey for the race leader.
Well, the good thing is he has enough of a lead that he doesn't really have to worry about this, and he knows that when he gets in clear traffic or gets it out of the traffic and into the clear racetrack, he's able to pull back away. Dave?
And DJ, as he tries to make his way through this lap traffic right now, I know crew chiefs like Andy Petrie, no matter how much time NASCAR gave him to practice, they would still want more time on the track before the race. Here he's going to make it by, it looks like now. They got 2 hours and 45 minutes on Friday afternoon, and Mike Ford told me this morning that they adjusted their practice schedule because in this type of setup, the race trim, they really weren't the best. Remember, in qualifying, he was only 14th. Mike said we gave up an entire block of time we were going to use to work on qualifying trim to work on our race trim. Sometimes it's in how you practice and how you use your time that gets you to the front.
Yeah, Dave, looks like they made the right decision to work on race trim because they've definitely got everybody kind of covered right now. You know, we were talking about Kyle Busch. He's just was a little quicker for a span of time there, but it looked like if he was going to catch Denny, it would have to be when the race was over because he wasn't going to catch him until 4:22 or whatever it said, but raced only 400 laps.
Well, I just saw for about the 3rd lap in a row on that long shot behind the 11. The 77 of Sam Horner, he's several laps down. There he goes through the screen. He has been very, very loose. And gets much looser. He's going to be into the wall. There is Kyle Busch. He is still running in 4th. It is Denny Hamlin, though, with 87 to go, in control. Go to Goodyear.com to show your thanks and help support our troops. Goodyear is the official tire of NASCAR. And you can see the 11 of Denny Hamlin from the Goodyear blimp trying to put Martin Truex another lap down. Boy, he got a little loose. And the 14 is in as the pit stops are starting.
I think some of these guys are going to short pit a little bit here, see if they can make up a little bit of time.
Montoya's in. Vince?
Yeah, he's been fighting the same thing all night. Loose in and no forward bite. They're going to make a track bar adjustment, 4 fresh tires for Juan Pablo.
He's back out.
You know, we saw Tony Stewart, his team looked like they were lowering the track bar. Says he's pretty loose, but you know, by making these pit stops just a little bit earlier, they can pick up a little bit of track position by running about a second or so faster per lap while these leaders stay out there, and then if caution comes out, they'll be a little closer. Yeah, it's just a chance that you take it because this is a racetrack, as we've seen. As you get somewhere near that 100-lap mark, you can see some right front tires blow because of that excessive brake heat. So it's a chance you take, but it could work for you.
Well, let's send it to Jamie.
And Jamie McMurray calling the shots now, saying, I'm coming now, guys. 4 tires. Remember, he started back in 34th. Car hasn't been terrible. Typical, tight in the middle, little loose off. 4 tires, and that's the call, Dave.
12th car of Brad Keselowski is in. It has been a very tight race car for Brad, but it'll be only an air pressure adjustment already made in the 4 tires that are going on the 12th car.
Keselowski back out. Battle for second is getting a little better because Boyer and Johnson, look at this, they've got a lot of traffic in front of them.
Yeah, I just saw Tony Stewart blow by both of these cars with those new tires. You can kind of see just how much faster they are. Yeah, we've got a lot of cars that are starting to hit pit road now. Allmendinger's down in the pits.
Jamie?
And A.J. Allmendinger saying, man, why can't we figure it out what these leaders are doing? He said 4 tires, fuel,
He's back out. Jeff Burton is still in. So is Ryan Newman as they're finishing up. And problems on the left rear.
Actually, the right rear.
Or right rear, I should say, yeah.
Yeah, you saw them just a little bit slow. Looked like they dropped some lug nuts. Going to really kill them on the left side here. Dave?
Carl Edwards needing that front grip. Let's see which direction they go. No wrenches going in the car this time, so it'll be an air pressure adjustment for Edwards here on lap 325 on pit road. 4-tire change completed by the crew. Everything's smooth. He's gone.
Kurt Busch has also made his stop. Here comes Boyer and Kyle Busch down pit road. So is Joey Logano. Vince?
Well, the 31 of Clem Boyer, the 33 of Clem Boyer, says it's just a loose end. They were tight earlier in the race. Now it's a little too loose. They're going to make a track bar adjustment. They talked about air pressure, but they decided to stick with the track bar. As far as the 18 of Kyle Busch, he said it turns off the corners a little bit better, so they're going to go with another air pressure adjustment. Dave?
11 car of Denny Hamlin has given up the lead to come down pit road here on lap 327. Remember, Denny was complaining about the car being a little bit freer on the end of that run. It'll be air pressure adjustment out of both rears, air out of both rear tires for Denny as they complete the stop. Doc?
4 tires, chassis adjustment. Jimmy Johnson said the car is still a little bit snug in the middle of the corner, loose getting in. He made an adjustment. He's away. Jeff Gordon also down on the way to 24 car.
So the pit stops continue now as most of the cars on the lead lap have made it through pit lane. Had their service and back out on the track with 73 laps to go. And there's, look at Montoya all over the 11. And this right now, according to NASCAR, is for the lead. And Montoya looks like he's going to get it.
Well, remember, Montoya stopped quite a few laps before Denny Hamlin, so made a big difference. Yeah, that shows you what we're talking about. When you short pitch, you can gain that track position. You see Bobby Labonte's having some kind of problem under the hood.
And it looks like their night is over as Bobby has climbed out of the 09.
But that's the advantage you have. If you short pit and the caution doesn't come out for a while, that's how you gain that track position. Right here you see, looks like some flames under the hood of this 09. You're going to get Bobby out.
And they quickly extinguished it, so.
Yeah, maybe keep him in now. They were going to try to get him out of the car. That fire going on under the hood.
So now we've had our 6th different leader, 13 lead changes tonight here at Richmond. And it is Juan Pablo Montoya. He has 2 wins on the road courses, still looking for his first win on the oval.
We should see Denny Hamlin go right back by him because his tires are now fresher. I think maybe it took 3 or 4 laps for Denny's air pressure to come up where his car's faster. It looks like he's probably going to overtake Montoya pretty quickly here.
It was a big jump for Montoya to get up there, and let you know that Kyle Busch is now back in that 3rd spot. He had a great pit stop. His crew did a fantastic job, as you point out. Most of the time they do, Andy, but it's got him up into the 3rd.
Well, Montoya's first laps led at Richmond has ended as Denny has gotten back around him on the left side. The battle for 4th with Jimmy Johnson and Clint Boyer. Kyle Busch is sandwiched between these guys. He is running in the 3rd position. And there you see him as he comes through.
Yeah, Clint Boyer got beat off pit road by the 18 team, then got passed on the racetrack by Jimmy Johnson.
So as of now, we've got 67 laps to go. There is your top 5. And Joe Gibbs Racing's won 8 of the last 10 on the short tracks. Let's check the calendar because NASCAR Now is going to be on tonight, 12:30 a.m. Eastern on ESPN2. And then a premiere Monday, 8 Eastern. It's Riding Shotgun with Kyle Busch on ESPN2. And, of course, next week, Sprint Cup Series is in New Hampshire. First race of the chase. Sunday, 1 Eastern on ESPN. And for drag racing fans, the O'Reilly Auto Parts NHRA Nationals qualifying next Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern. The final Sunday night at 7 Eastern. All of that on ESPN2. You are riding shotgun with Kyle Busch as he has moved all the way up to the 2nd spot. Remember, he started 32nd. And we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, the deepest that anyone's ever come back from to win was 31st. So he could turn another page in the history book here at Richmond.